everybody. 2 p.m. November 1st, 2016. Um, Last week I found a wild boar skull in the forest, and I brought it home and uh, dipped it in varnish and let it dry. Now here I could think a little about where we could hit a wild boar to aim for the brain. This skull is pretty handy thing to figure out where to hit the boar. Now, if you draw a line from the top part of the eyes, this will indicate the lower part of the spot where you could hit the wild boar. You could hit anywhere from here to just about here, pretty much the size of an egg. So it is not right between the eyes, it's just above the line drawn between the eyes, or starting from the line drawn between the upper parts of the eyes. It's an area just about the size of an egg, not a big one also, where you could hit. And if I turn this thing around through this hole here, we could see that right through the hole and right where the outer layer of the skull is where our pellet might or will or should hit. And just like I said, just above the line drawn between the two eyes, right about here, the size of a small egg, is where we should aim and hit to go for the brain. If I turn this thing sideways, you could see that again, just about here, where the lower part or of the ear is, or the bottom of the ear is, where we should hit if the wild boar is standing sideways to us. If we hit this spot again, the pellet would penetrate right through the brain and stop the animal in its tracks. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm thinking nowadays, these days, that given the fact that 4.5 millimeter caliber air guns, namely Diana Magnum 350, have a flatter trajectory compared to 5.5 millimeter ones, perhaps it would be a good choice to use a 4.5 millimeter Diana Magnum 350 air gun rather than a 5.5 one, because what kills the wild boar, as far as air guns are concerned, it's not the shock at all. So the wider diameter or the wider caliber is not really what is helping us, but rather it's the penetration that does the job. And provided we use a heavy enough 4.5 pellet, like the new 15 grain Gamo G Hammer or G Buffalo pellets, or like the Diablo Exact Monster pellets, which are 13.4 grains in weight, or maybe even the heavier pellets like Eugene Sumatra pellets, the Korean pellets, which are about 17 grains, I think. Well, provided that this last one has the flat enough trajectory, we could do the same penetration or get the same penetration through the skull, because penetration directly correlates with the momentum, which is, I mean, the formula in physics is m times v, which is mass times velocity. And with a 4.5 grain pellet, with a with a 4.5 caliber air gun, we do know that we do have a high velocity in the 900. Even if the pellet is heavier, we still do have the higher velocity of the, I don't know, pellet in the perhaps 700 or 600 feet per second, which is still a lot higher than that of a 5.5 caliber pellet. So we do have the high velocity, we do have the higher mass, because we have opted for the heavier 4.5 caliber pellets, 13 for 15 or maybe even 17 grain. I'm hoping that we could get the beast down. Thank you for watching.